It is 7 p.m. This is Saturday, September the 9th, 2023. And this is a coffee talk number 30. Idaho Garden Girl, thanks for coming in. You set your alarm. uh, so I got a lot of rest in today. Slept a lot. I posted on my community wall 50 channels. I basically were posting channels that have been coming into my live stream supporting me. I posted them on my community wall. Thank you for a thumbs up. Appreciate it. KP Heathen, thank you for coming in. And Heathen, congratulations. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I was looking at your channel, you're at about 300 subscribers now. So congratulations. Uncle Al, good to see you in the stream. Hope your mouth is healing up from your work on your teeth. As you come in, Vase Place, thank you for coming in, Verna. As you come in, if you would, please leave me a like. I would appreciate it. It helps my channel. 4 in the house, 2 likes. Really? Well, I'm showing 2 thumbs up, and I'm showing 7 in the house right now. So the stream's picking up. Would be nice if when you come in, when I go to somebody's live stream, the first thing I do is I leave them a thumbs up. I normally will tell them what number thumbs up I'm leaving them, whether it's the 1st or the 100th. I am showing that I have 3 thumbs up and 7 in the house. Thank you, Heathen. So I will tell you, when I normally will post on my community wall, I normally put a picture on it. Sometimes I put a picture of me at school. Sometimes I put a picture of food I'm eating. Put a couple of, you see 4 thumbs up? Okay, thank you. I see 3. But maybe my iPad's moving slow. I don't know. I do have 4 in the house according to both my devices. No problem, Vay. When I have time, I try to visit those who support me. 4 in the house. I went over to the mall today. Drove over to the mall with my daughter. Had a Chick-fil-A salad. She had one of her little salads and some chicken strips or whatever. And we brought them home and we ate them. We had curbside delivery. It took 45 minutes sitting over there before they brought them out. They apologized. Well, service isn't what it used to be. Bus stop, welcome. 5 in the house, 3 like, 6 in the house. Cake House VPZ. And the Bud Files. Thank you for coming in, the Bud Files. Things are not the way they used to be. People are not the way they used to be. People do not have the gentility or the courtesy that they used to have. The generations that have been coming up, it's like each generation there's degeneration as far as upbringing is concerned. You've got people having kids who don't teach them what traditionally we would teach our children as far as manners and how to behave. We have people, Little Lone Prepper, thank you for coming in. You know, we have people bringing up kids who don't know what they're doing Their kids don't even know how to defend themselves. Um, I was never a badass. You know, I didn't grow up that way. My father insisted I learn how to defend myself because, I mean, he was old school. You know, he enjoyed conflict. I did not. I did have a temper. A 9 in the house, 4 likes. I did have a temper. And there were a few occasions when I hurt people that messed with me. You know. A few occasions I punked people out who mess with me. Like, if you really want to have a fight, if I say this to you, you're going to start swinging. If you really want to have a fight with me. You know, basically embarrass me in front of a bunch of people. But they had it coming because they were messing with me. And I've never appreciated people messing with you. I don't mess with people. If I don't have anything good to say to you, I just stay away from you. 10 in the house, I still have 4 likes. So we got all these people coming in and no courtesy of a thumbs up. What'd I say? First thing you do when you go into somebody's house or you watch a video or whatever is you leave them a thumbs up. Be courteous. You know, have manners. Ungrateful peasant, thank you for coming in, ungrateful peasant. I've been seeing a lot of videos. Whoever's leaving those likes now, those 3 likes, thank you. I don't ask for a lot, but it would be nice if, you know, when you come in, you identify who you are. That way I get watch time for you, and you leave me a like. I'm not asking that much. You want to come into my stream, leave me at least 1 comment, and leave me a like. That's manners. Been watching a lot. Lightning storm right now. That's in Tennessee. Okay. Hillbilly Josh. Thank you, Hillbilly Josh. Looking at the comments, everybody's greeting everybody else. When I was younger, my sport was martial arts. I loved tournaments. I loved going to tournaments. I loved watching people do forms. I loved people watching sparring and what they call, you know, point sparring or whatever. I used to enjoy that. Old Fart Gaming, thanks for coming in, Old Fart Gaming. I left you a message. You should be getting your box, I think maybe Wednesday. Becoming Dangerous, Wayne's other channel. I've seen several videos recently of incidents that have taken place, mainly in Florida. Florida's like Texas. They don't play. And of people trying to break into somebody's house and then getting shot in the head when they kick the door in. You know, there was a video of this guy trying to break into this house through the front door, and this lady and this man's on the other side of the door, and they're screaming, "Don't do it! Don't do it! I got a gun! Don't do it! Don't do it!" And he keeps kicking the damn door, kicks the door in, steps through the door, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 and he flies out the back way dead. You know? And then you got neighbors freaking out. Well, why'd you shoot him? What the hell do you mean, why'd you shoot him? He broke in my house. I feared for my life. I had to defend myself. And made the world a better place. One less thug. You gotta look at things on a positive note. Joshua Humphrey, thanks for coming in. Well, I will tell you, my daddy always told us if someone picked on us and we didn't fight back, he would whoop us when we got home. Well, hey, I understand. My father used to carry a billy club in a Colt. My uncle carried brass knucks. I wish I had those brass knucks. I don't know what happened to them. But he had one daughter, and she's a pacifist. Good Southern Baptist woman that, got rid of his guns. And I would have liked to have got his guns, I'd paid for them. But she did it without telling me. True. A lot of these people who are doing this are drug addicts. You got people and they're high on drugs. They're looking for drugs. They're looking for money. They want to steal money to buy drugs. They're using methamphetamines. They're using some of these hardcore drugs that are coming in from China and Asia and such. You see that news story on the young couple, a pregnant girl and her boyfriend breaking into a man's house, and he shot and killed them both. Even after she pleaded she was pregnant, guy was a savage. Well, the police here shot a pregnant woman who was trying to run over the cop. Yeah, I saw that. I've seen videos of it. There's some question about, if it's the one I'm thinking about, there's some question that she turned the wheel away from the police officer. The officer was at the corner of the vehicle and wouldn't have gotten hit, but as soon as she moved the vehicle, he fired and hit her in the head. Governor of New Mexico banned the first and second ads. I don't know what you're talking about, Uncle Al. I lived in New Mexico, camped out in the desert. $13 in the house, 13 likes, thank you. So I went and I took some images today of prices on various things, which I want to post. I'm having problems posting in that I had created a couple of shorts and it doesn't want to let me load them up. It doesn't want to let me select new stuff from my memory to load so I can load shorts. For whatever reason, it's acting up on me. And that happens. Normally it'll let me do it and then it won't want to let me do it again for another 6 or 8 hours. So I have to wait 6 or 8 hours before I can load some stuff up, and then I can go ahead and load up some, I can go ahead and put some stuff up, some shorts and various things. That I went and I did some shopping today, and I have some stuff I wanted to load up with prices. Uncle Al is a very intelligent man. He has had a very eventful life. He's very bright, one of the brightest people you'll ever meet. He has lots of wisdom, and he imparts it. And I truly enjoy. And I have not been lately because I've been getting up at 5:30 in the morning. I leave for work before 7. I'm at work until like maybe 4:30. I come home about 5. I want to take a nap, and then I want to do my live stream for an hour at 7. I just haven't been able to watch, I haven't been watching much. I watched 7 or 8. I binge watched Uncle Al, and this has been several days ago. I binge watched like 7 or 8 videos, and that's it. I'm way behind. And I apologize, Uncle Al. I do see some of your Anton Miles. Thank you, Anton Miles. I do see some of your shorts. Like sometimes it'll be like a food short, and those are about the only thing I've been looking at lately. I've been looking at little short stuff. I've been looking at images that people have been posting. I comment on that. Well, he's got nice hair. I'll tell you what. I'm jealous of the hair. He's got really nice hair. I got better teeth. I have all my teeth. I have all my teeth. So I got him beat on that one. But he's got nice hair. He's got me beat on the hair. So you need to be purchasing your preps. David, if you would have stayed longer this morning, you might have won some freeze-dried stuff. Vay, I've got so much freeze-dried stuff, it's not funny. Thank you. Leave it, give it to somebody else that probably needs it a lot more than I do. I've got lots of freeze-dried food. I've bought lots of freeze-dried food on clearance. I was buying they're going for like $50 a box now. I got them for $9. Bought 20 of those from nabbit. Lord have mercy, I'm losing my mind. Just a second. Ready Wise, God Almighty, Ready Wise. Can't even remember what I was purchasing. No, I've got a bunch of freeze-dried food. Mountain House, Ready Wise, Augustin Farms. I got a bunch of this stuff. What I need to do is and I've got tons of military rations, but I want to buy some more. I think I'm going to buy Jacob Stevens. Hello, Jacob Stevens. I'm going to buy some more humanitarians. That's the best deal you can get right now. You get a case of 10 24-hour humanitarian rations for $45 delivered. It's a good deal. Let me look at your channel. Jacob Stevens, you have 92 subscribers, 47 videos. I'm going to subscribe your channel because I was not subscribed. I have been subscribing channels. I ask that you subscribe back. I'm going to share out your channel. This is Jacob Stevens' channel, and I'm going to give you standard moderator rights. Please do not abuse them. What is given can be taken away. 10 in the house, 14 likes. I gave away freeze-dried candy, ice cream, and a couple of soups. I've had that freeze-dried ice cream. I don't know about that. I don't know. I really enjoy the whey milk. I got tons of freeze-dried whey milk, and you mix it up with cold water, put it in the fridge, and it's good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. I like that whey milk. Right now, I would encourage you, lay in some vinyl gloves. You can get a 100-pack for about $7. Get the travel size hand sanitizer. You buy what's on sale. Wet ones, antibacterial wipes for like $2.98 for a 24-pack. Looks like this. About $3. Get Equate triple antibiotic ointment. 1 ounce is $2.84. You need to have plenty of that for boo-boos and for cuts. Bleed Stop. You get a 2-pack of Bleed Stop for like $7. Bleed Stop. Have a good first aid kit. You need several of them. You need one in your car. You need one in your backpack or your carry pack. You need one in your bathroom. You need all these kind of little things for. You need aqua tabs. The way these work is you use one, put it in with a liter, which is like 34 ounces of water. Let it sit for 30 minutes and then drop in the second one. Let it sit for another 30 minutes. And in about an hour, you've got a liter of drinking water. If you mix up more than a liter, you put accordingly the tabs in. You don't use both tabs at the same time. You use one after it's treated, then you use the other tab. SG, thank you for coming in, SG. JTF2, how do you go live? What is your channel? You have 8 subscribers and 19 videos. Is this a child or a minor? Do I like being a German? I'm looking at some of the titles of some of this stuff. And you say no. Well, my ancestry is a good part of that's German. I'm very proud of my German ancestry. Would I want to be a German today? With the socialists running things over there? Hell no. Let me link your channel. I'll share you out. I went ahead and I put a link to that channel. Gustavo Javier Martinez. Let me look at your channel. You really don't have any subscribers, do you? But I will go ahead and link your channel. You're not a content creator, but I will link your channel. Gustavo Javier Martinez, welcome. How do you go live? You punch the button. You punch the button on your screen for live. That's how you go live. $12 in the house, 13 in the house, 16 likes. So, now is the time to be buying bottled water. Whether you're getting the gallons, you can go over and you can get a 6-pack of gallons at Sam's Club for about $5.50. That's less than $1 a gallon. You can always refill those bottles. You can go to Audi. They're $1.19 a gallon. The little plastic with the hand grip. You can carry a couple of minutes at a time. A 24-pack of half liters is going for about $3.25 at Aldi's right now. I put a image up on my wall of a pallet of those. About $3.25 for a 24-pack. You need to have several of those. I've got tons of it, you know. and I replace it. We refill and we replace. The gallon jugs we refill, and the half liters we just chunk those. Well, we recycle the plastics. Country Girl, thank you for coming in, Country Girl. How long are the water bottles good? Writing the dates on mine, do they have an example dates on them? They will have dates of when they're filled, you know, or when they were basically put out. I don't know that bottled water, if you don't let it get real hot, like you don't want it really out in your garage, but if you don't let it get like 110, 115 degrees, I think it'll probably be good 10 years from now or whatever. It's bottled water, you know. I collect rainwater, boil it, and then drink it. Well, and that's what you really need to be doing. Anytime you're dealing with unfiltered type, you know, water, or you're getting water from, say, a river or a lake or whatever, and it's like you think it's decent quality water, boiling it is definitely a must. You gotta boil it. Yeah, you gotta keep it in a safe place out of the sun. The plastic will leach into the water. You do not want that to happen. Yeah. And I've got a bunch of 3-gallon, which is like 24 pounds. A gallon is 8 pounds. I've got a bunch of 3-gallon plastic bottles I keep stacked. Creative Redundancy. Hello, Creative Redundancy. I mean, I'll show you. Let's see if I can pull one of these up and I'll show you. Oh, shit. I'm getting weak in my old age. This is a 3-gallon. I stack them 3 high. I've got some of the 5 gallons. Those 5 gallons are 40 pounds. That's more. And I get tired. You know, dealing with that stuff, I get tired. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Who else came in? Uncle Al deleted somebody. What'd they do, Uncle Al? Huh? Somebody was bad, huh? Had to put him in timeout. That's good. Trolls. I understand. I hate trolls. I hate trolls. Uncle Al. I still got this. I still haven't tried it. I need to. I promise you I will eat it. That's something Uncle Al sent me. The rice was very good. I had that rice. When I get straightened out, Uncle Al, I'm going to send you another box of some stuff. I'll send you some goodies. I support those who support me. It's a good idea. You want to dance with those who brought you. Be kind to those who are kind to you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Remember the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. Everybody needs to be prepared for life's inconveniences and storms and things that happen. You should be prepared to defend yourself. Very important. When I was younger in life, there were occasions when I could have taken a life. I remember when I was a teenager, we had somebody try to break in our house, come through our kitchen. Some black kids. I met them with a pump shotgun. You want to talk about people pooping themselves and taking off? Never saw them again, and I could have splattered 3 of them in my kitchen. Came through the kitchen door, screen door, and I chose not to. If I had to do over again, well, it'd be an excuse for me to want to leave the neighborhood. I would like to move eventually. That would certainly be something that would motivate the wife. 15 watching, 17 likes. Thank you, Uncle Al, for the update. The trolls don't realize, but you still get credit for their watch time and comments. Hello. Yes, anybody who leaves a comment, a troll leaves a comment, and you get credit for their watch time. It's the lurkers you don't get credit for. And I guarantee you there are people lurking. One of the posts that I put up on my wall was a picture of the results from my last Livestream 29. And I had like 112 people come into the video according to the algorithm. But I only had 30, 35, 36 that identified themselves. So 2/3 of the people who came in didn't identify themselves. They just basically lurked, wanting to get names. Just wanting to get names. You'll get people who come in, they'll say, "Oh, I found you on the live stream. Wanted to connect with you from the live stream." They didn't connect with me at the live stream. They didn't acknowledge me at the live stream. It was my live stream. Oh, Lord Almighty. And you wonder what's going to happen to a lot of these people if something ever happens to the power grid, or if distribution stops. Within about a week, they're going to be starving to death. And then they're going to be coming over, and I will have no Christianity for them whatsoever. I will have absolutely no Christianity for them. How do you go live on Android? Please put the thumbs up. Yes. Well, you should have a button that says live on it. You should have an indicator on your screen that says live. You push that button and it'll tell you what to do. You have to give your live stream a title. You have to answer, are children allowed? Is it for kids or not? No. And then it'll take a picture of you, and then you go live. I don't know how to make it any more. Another one, Uncle Al? Thought I saw a Sanchez or something other. Becoming dangerous. You need 1,000 subscribers to go live on a phone. Really? Okay. Didn't know that. I think this is somebody that has like a handful of subscribers. I wouldn't try to be going live. How's your day? Hello, how's your day? Shayna Sanchez was timed out by Uncle Al. Well, thank you, Uncle Al. I trust you. You have those enhanced rights, so I give you full free ride to do whatever you feel like you need to do. It's another one bus stop. JTF. Danny. Yeah, I guess I'm under attack right now. I feel like it's time to mention something that I've been, I watch Bible studies and I read scripture some. I don't read it near as much as I need to, but I really find fascinating end times prophecy because I feel like we are living in the end times. And one of the things that scriptures talk about is during the end times, the Lord will send his witnesses. And I'm not talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. We're talking about witnesses from God. These are people that are endowed with powers. And they will, do I love God? That's not the best question in the world to ask me. 10 are 255 subscribers, no videos. I tell you what, I will share out your channel. If you want to talk to this person, I just put a link to their channel. Do I love God? Which God? Oh, Lord have mercy. The Lord of heaven. I'm not talking about the God of this earth. That's the other guy. That's the one I think the Muslims worship. They worship the God of this earth. They're going to knock on your door two at a time, one old, one young, and 5 women in the minivan down the street. Yeah, that's true. They have. They have. You know, they have. They want to leave their literature and such. I had a friend, I know all about the Jehovah's Witnesses. I know all about them. I've studied them. They're a cult. When I was in the Gideons, active in Gideons International, I was on the state cabinet. We considered the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons as cults. They were cultists, you know, and they got some weird beliefs, you know. The Seventh-day Adventists is another one of those cults. I mean, there are some cults, and they got some crazy stuff, you know. Any of these faiths that go against scriptural teachings, like they want to have women that are leaders and that are head of their congregation, that right there is a big no-no. Now, you can say, well, you're being sexist, I'm just telling you what the scriptures say. Scriptures say that a woman is not allowed to have authority over or to teach a man, you know. And I mean, there's some other stuff that says about them. I can make them cry, but it's scriptural. It's in the scriptures. Religious talk. Bye. All right, Vay. Have a nice day. Some people get upset. They don't want to hear it. You know. There was an old boy that was a YouTuber. I won't mention his name, but he passed away. He had cancer. I think he was in Louisiana. And very nice man, and I used to talk to him. And I would tell him that I pray for him. I was praying for him. And he would ask me questions, you know. And I would tell him, he said, you know, you have faith in the Lord, and one day you'll be in the kingdom. You know. When you close your eyes, the next thing you'll know when you wake up is you'll be with God. You'll be with the Lord. I truly believe that. Scriptural. Benoy Vogue Creation. Welcome. My mother and my father were married. They were together for like 35 years before my father passed away. My father had a very good job. He made very good money. He would bring my mother his paycheck. She was a stay-at-home mom with me once I was born. She would take care of the bills. She'd save the money She'd fix him lunches, make sure he has his clean clothes, laundered, and he would basically spend he had an expense account that was his spending cash. He'd have he was an executive type, run an asphalt plant, and they had a very good relationship. And he religiously gave her. He was the boss, but she took care of the money because she was better with money. Went to Catholic school and had a better education than he did from the standpoint of, he had a public education. She had a parochial education. And I think Mom was probably a little brighter than my dad. Great relationship. Married for 35 years before he passed away. They were together 21 years before they had me. They were married for 21 years before they had me. Both of them have been smokers. They both stopped. Probably had something to do with somebody's fertility, and I got late life baby. My mother was 40 and my father was 50 when they had me. I was 14 when my father passed away. Great relationship. And they had their faith, But Mom knew her place in the relationship. Dad knew his place in the relationship. And that's the way. That's a good. They had a great relationship together, 35 years. And food. How was your week? Wheat and Shaw, moist. Wheat, thank you for coming in, Wheat. Wheat and Shaw. Appreciate you coming in. Let's stop. Mike Kreshler Reviews, another excellent channel. Excellent prepping channel when it comes to rations. He does a lot of ration reviews. I think I have one I haven't watched. I need to watch. Food Forest Permaculture. Thank you for coming in, Food Forest. So one of the things I'd like to mention is I keep hearing all this about global warming. It's global warming. Climate change. Climate change has been there. As long as there's been a climate, there's been climate change. Well, the humans, all the fossil fuels they're burning and never blah 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 blah. It was hotter back in the day than it is today. There was more methane and such in the atmosphere back in the day than there was today. We're not the cause. Oh, and the administration keeps wanting to stop drilling here and protect this there and blah, 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 blah. The last administration, we were energy independent. We were net exporters. Now we are importing. Why? Woke. You know? All these wokesters, all these big tech billionaires. Their agenda is they want to depopulate the planet. They think the planet would be better if we had like maybe 250 million total people on the planet. That's their goal. Of course, they want to be part of that, you know. But they want to depopulate the planet. I think that's one of the things about the big pandemic that we had. It got rid of a 1% of the population that was basically the sickest. The people who were elderly, the people who were sick, the people who had issues that were impaired when it came to their immunity systems. Those are the ones that died. Yes, sweet. LOL. I currently weigh 300 pounds. Well, son, you need to go on a diet. I used to be over 330. I at one time, and I'm 6'3". At one time, I weighed about 260 pounds. I weigh about 230 right now. I probably would be better weighing about 210. I've got a little bit of a belly on me. I mean, you know, if you look at the arms, the legs, everything, I'm all proportional. You know, I'm not what you'd call obese. And I don't know that 300 pounds is obese on anybody, but, you know. Hell, I got a woman in my classroom who's a teacher assistant. She's 5'11". She weighs 200 pounds. That's a big woman. She's almost as big as I am. I watched the Ford DEF 150 burn to the ground. Climate change as fake as the first moon landing. I don't know if the first moon landing was fake or not. Climate change is real. I mean, every day the climate changes. But when it comes to we were in an ice age. They were talking about called the Younger Dryas. We were in an ice age up until about 11,000 years ago. We were in an ice age for a period of time. Nearest they can figure is something very large fell out of the sky and hit the North American ice shelf, and basically all that frozen became liquid. In less than a year, the global sea level rose 250, 260 feet in less than a year. It was from all that melted ice when that whatever hit the ice shelf. Now, when that happened, a lot of stuff on the North American continent went extinct. Humans on the North American continent disappeared for a while. And whatever civilization was there went bye-bye. But they weren't at our level of technology, but they were probably at our level of technology 500 years ago. And they went from being, you know, a going concern to there were some survivors. If you've looked at some of the stuff that they're excavating in Turkey, you hear about Göbekli Tepe, and it was buried, and they're uncovering, you know. Okay, so supposedly these Stone Age people who couldn't do squat 11,500 years ago, 12,000 years ago, and they had stone structures, buildings, and supposedly they weren't able to do that until like maybe 6,000, 7,000 years ago. But they were doing it 4,000 or 5,000 years ahead of 5,000, 6,000 years ahead of. So those were survivors from other parts of the world or other areas that now probably underwater. I mean, they've got ancient maps that show Antarctica, the way Antarctica looks on a map today. And 500 years ago, they're out exploring and everything, and they didn't know about Antarctica. But the ancients, thousands and thousands of years before that, knew about Antarctica and had mapped it, had mapped the coastlines. And they found, you know, they said, well, how did they get this? Well, they had access to maps, ancient maps. So, you know, they're making ships back then. I mean, Kong Mail, are you smart? Huh. 11 subscribers. Let me link you. Kong Mail. Am I smart? I went to Catholic school. I graduated from a Catholic prep school. I have 2 graduate degrees. Does that make me smart? Well, in my family, I guess I would be considered intelligent. Retired, 30 years in education. Actually went back to work in education. You know, dummies don't get jobs as teachers. Sam, do you agree that I help say the words in Spanish? Mi español es muy feo. I don't speak very good Spanish. I've taken several years of it. I tell you what, Sam, I will go ahead and I will share you. This is a link to Sam. I don't know. That's a link to Kong Mayo. Sam was hidden by bus stop. I don't know. They're finding stuff now. You know, they find stuff. I expect they're going to find language that's going to be thousands of years older than, for one thing, anatomical human beings, the way we are today. Balloon, boat, and bike to move away when one needs to. Caves for hiding from meteor striking. Extra thick cob house may help you to survive an earthquake. You're welcome, Woolen Prepper. Wheat Shaw, please read my comments. Wheat, Wheat, if you don't like what I have to say, block me. I tell you what, guys, everybody behave. Everybody behave. 1,000 years from now, the only thing that would be left from our society is what we leave in stone and some foundations. That's true. That is true. That's true. We take care. Everybody needs to play nice. Don't make inappropriate comments. Don't insult anybody. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I mean, I deal with kids at school now. I've got 6 of them. 3 of them are full-time, one's half-time, and I got a couple that come in for like basically personal social skills. And I work with all of them on personal social skills. And I'm trying to teach people. Personally, I don't give a damn if the moon landing was a hoax. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I believe that the ancients had, from what I've been hearing. I mean, I've watched some stuff by Randall Carlson. I've watched some stuff, some of the I've watched some of the stuff on Joe Rogan has people on, and they talk about different technologies based on sound, vibrations, and such. I've seen some stuff that would indicate that they had sonic technology. Like, how did they carve into hard stone so smoothly? How did they shape stuff? How did they move stuff? You know, they had technology that we don't have today that they developed. It was maybe based on a different type of technology, and we're just now finding out about it. You know, I sympathize with the idea of we're spending money on stuff that's like we could be spending it a different way. Why the hell are we spending so much money over in Ukraine? We got people over here that are starving. Why are we spending so much money on illegals when we're not helping our own people that are citizens, our veterans? You know. And I'm not really vested in having conversations. There are people who think they're super intelligent. They're very arrogant. I'm not an arrogant person. I don't want to be an arrogant person. I don't, you know, I treat people the way I want to be treated, and if you've got issues, have a nice life. You know. If I can help you with something, I will. But I mean, I'm not about, you know, but I see the problems. You know, I see the way things are. We have to feed our children. We have to educate our children. The pandemic cost us a couple of years of education, you know, for the kids. The kids who are from wealthy families that really value education, they didn't really lose anything in the pandemic. The kids who come from struggling families who don't value education, they lost a lot. They did not pick up growth in their educational levels. They really lost, you know, and that's the majority. Dragons, well, pterodons. They had pterodactyls, pterodons, whatever you want to call them, flying 15, 20 foot, large, flying creatures. Probably look like dragons. You know, how long were they around? I don't know. Birds survived. They're descendants of dinosaurs. There's some big ones. I got kicked out of school. I was one class away from a double, possibly a triple degree, and they kicked me out for refusing the shot. I've never had the shot. Our genius president has had 4 or 5 of them. He's still got COVID more than once, you know. I think he's got COVID right now. Oh, you gotta get those shots. Bull. Bull. I'd never have. My family, my wife, my kid never has. There's a lot of bad side effects with those shots. A lot of heart problems. You know. I would not want those shots. Dog lover, why is this on my For You page? I have no idea. I tell you what, dog lover, I will put a link to your channel. That's Georgia Rodriguez, who I think goes by Dog Lover. Yep, whiskey. Crown Royal. That was my drink back in the day. That ice and Coke Classic. Mike, we could get together and do some damage. We live closer. I haven't got any of those shots and never will. Well, we are 1 hour into this live stream. There are 13 people right now on board and 24 likes. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another edition. Hopefully I will post some shorts. I created some shorts, but it won't let me upload them. I gotta wait several hours and maybe it'll let me upload some shorts. And I will be shouting out a bunch of channels that were here tonight. Appreciate you guys coming in. And I maintained a 3.8 GPA, and one's on the dean's list. Then they just said F you. I'm sorry about that. I had a 4.0 GPA going into my first master's, and I wound up with a 3.88 because this female college professor, 22 kids, 22 people in this class I was taking, she gave 19 A's and 3 B's. The 19 A's were the 19 females in the class, and the 3 B's were the 3 males in the class. I filed a grievance over that, and I did get her in trouble, but they didn't change the grade. And I wound up with instead of a 4.0, I wound up with a 3.88 GPA. Yeah, I could tell you stories. Thanks, David. See you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Everybody, please remember the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. Everybody be prepared. Everybody have a blessed day. Life is good. And I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. and we will have another edition of Coffee Talk.